courtesy of Jonathan Hessian. It's a hot, muggy day early in August, and Jeff Dunham, on a rare day off, is relaxing at home in LA. Well, sort of. While his 2-year-old twin boys play in the media room and his wife, Honoree, is busy in the kitchen, Dunham, who's receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame on September 21st, is on the living room sofa, working. Joined by two of his most popular puppet alter egos, the Manic Peanut and Grumpy Walter, Dunham is quickly shooting another video for his hugely popular YouTube channel. With more than 1 million subscribers, his videos have reached over 1 billion views, which will be uploaded the following day. One of the biggest entertainers in the world today, Dunham has single-handedly, so to speak, resurrected the old-fashioned art of the stand-up ventriloquist and dummy by giving it an edgier, more contemporary voice. He is in the middle of his latest sold-out arena tour, perfectly unbalanced. We keep calling it different things as there's a constant changeover of material, as I'm usually trying to work on the next special, he says. And for me, that's working on it joke by joke, bit by bit, so when I have a chunk of new material, I bring that in and throw away some of the old stuff. So it's a constant snowball flying down the hill. Chunks fly off and new pieces attach. He notes that this process, which is how I've always worked, is quite different from the ways other comedians and musicians he knows work. They release a new special or album, promote the heck out of it, tour it, and then they quit touring and go back and write the next album or special. Then they repeat the whole process. But I never do that, and we change the tour name after the special comes out, as I put in as much new material as I can from the time we tape and it comes on the air, so when people come out to the show, it's not the same thing, he says. With music acts, people want to go and just hear the hits, but with comedians they want new material, and I'm constantly changing the act, so there's a lot more pressure. Despite that, adds Dunham, I never quit. He's not kidding. Since the late 80s, apart from a safari trip with my dad, and then a month off for my honeymoon in 2012, he's never gone more than 2 weeks without doing a show. Courtesy of Mark Hill/Food Network. That relentless work ethic has made Dunham an international superstar, as some of his stunning career statistics vividly illustrate. He's toured the world multiple times, selling out arenas in Europe, Australia, Southeast Asia, and South Africa, where he is the highest-selling international comedian. He's sold more DVDs and tickets there than Chris Rock. Guinness World Records recently named him the world record holder for most tickets sold for a stand-up comedy tour, for his Spark of Insanity tour. He sold 1,981,720 tickets and performed in 386 venues worldwide. He's been awarded Billboard's Top Comedy Tour for 3 years running. Broadcasts of Minding the Monsters, Controlled Chaos and A Very Special Christmas Special have given him 3 of the top 5 most viewed programs on Comedy Central. And combined sales of all of his comedy specials, Arguing with Myself, 2006, Spark of Insanity, 2007, A Very Special Christmas Special, 2008, Controlled Chaos, 2011, Minding the Monsters, 2013, and Ahmed Saves America, 2014, now exceeds 7 million worldwide. But even with his act's universal appeal, Dunham isn't always guaranteed a hero's welcome, at least from some prickly governments. On his 2014 All Over the Map tour, 5 continents and 12 countries, Malaysia banned fan favorite, but decidedly un-PC, Ahmed the Dead Terrorist. I couldn't bring him on stage or even mention his name, he recalls. Dunham cleverly sidestepped the ban by introducing a new character, Ahmed's skeletal cousin Jacques, the dead French terrorist, complete with a beret and mustache. I try and introduce a new character every couple of years, he says. He added a drunken Irish baby to the snowball for his upcoming Netflix stand-up special, Relative Disaster, which was shot in Ireland and released September 12. I spent a lot of time working on the accent, and the baby turned out to be one of the highlights of the show, he says. We chose Ireland because they've always been one of the best audiences anywhere and they understand our politics better than we do. And they love the drunken baby. Dunham also chose Ireland for personal reasons. My act always reflects what's going on in my life, that's what comedy is and what people relate to and identify with, he says. With our new blended family, I have my older daughters from my first marriage, and now the twins. There's a lot to talk and joke about. And one of the things I especially like to talk about now is the fact that I was adopted when I was just 3 months old, and I recently did the DNA thing and discovered that I'm mainly Irish, so it was also a case of,